Hey everyone, I know I said I'd be back yesterday, but in fact it is the day after. It's Thursday, and I've had this set up for a little while now with Windows 7. Let's just boot it up. It's working really nicely. I'm very pleased with it. I'm shocked at the performance, especially considering it's only got a gig of RAM. I'm very shocked with the performance. The Athlon 64 dual core is proving to be a very nice chip, especially when a free PC is concerned. It's working very, very nicely. And what I think I'm going to do is mount you on the tripod, show you some general performance, and then show you some games. That would be very cool. I have got all the drivers sorted out for the things like sound and video card and stuff like that. I haven't got any speakers set up. I might set up a small pair of speakers just so we can hear the audio in the games in a minute, but looks like it's installing some updates, preparing to configure Windows. But anyway, I'm just going to get the tripod and whatnot, and I'm going to mount you on there, and we're going to take a little look at the performance of this machine. And surprisingly enough, guys, the desktop effects and whatnot, they all look absolutely brilliant. Hardly any lag, considering this is not a very decent video card. It hasn't got a lot under the hood at all. But yeah, it's very, very cool. So, join me in a minute after I've set up the tripod. So I'm really sorry about the horrendous angle on the camera, guys, but I need to be able to get close enough to the monitor. It's only a 15-inch monitor and I haven't got the best eyesight in the world. So you're to the side of me, and I am using a different mouse now. I'm using a Logitech mouse, and it's a really nice mouse actually. I like it a lot. I had it with my iMac. But anyway, as you can see, I'm running Windows 7 here. Let's just take a look to remind ourselves one more time. Windows 7. Have we got that little magnifier thing here? Okay, so as you can see, AMD Athlon 64 dual-core processor, running at 2.01 GHz, 1 gig of RAM. Nothing much else interesting. You can see that we're all registered on Windows. Obviously I'll hide the product key. Yeah, but this is all looking good. And as you can see, the computer's being generally quite snappy. Now then, I hope you can see this up here. This is my CPU monitor. It's just one of those gadgets, as they say on Windows. But yeah, keep an eye on that while I'm doing everything. So what I'm going to do is a quick little test, and a good test to do is watching a YouTube video. That's something that we all do all the time, and it's like surprisingly demanding due to Flash. So let's nip on to my channel and let's see how well this computer copes with playing a standard definition video in 360p. This is Google Chrome. Obviously I've got no speakers hooked up. This is in Google Chrome, and yeah, let's see how well it does. So let's pop you to the side, and you can see that the CPU is sort of creeping up. We're on about, you can see here, we're very low down, you know, coming up sort of 30% average, I'd say. 20 to 30%. So let's do something else, and that's crank it up to 720p. Let's crank this up to 720p. Now then, we'll just have to wait a little bit for it to buffer. Let's have a little look at the frame. Not too bad. If you see any slowdown here, it's probably my internet. My internet speed is useless, but as you can see, the CPU is still doing really good. We're talking 50%, which is fantastic. 45%, very, very good. Okay, let's stop that for a minute, and let's open another Chrome window. How do you do that? Let's have a little look. Is there any kind of special? There you go. I knew we'd get there in the end. Not very used to the whole PC thing. Okay, let's go down to my iMac video. Now, a special thing about my iMac video is the fact that it's got, you'll see any second here an advert pop up on the side. The advert will pop up, And you know what? Let's put this in 720p as well. You guys are thinking, you just did this test. What's going on, Tom? Well, let's just let this buffer a little bit. Okay. Let's make this guy smaller. Let's downsize you a little bit. I'm not very good with Windows, guys, so just bear with me. And let's play the both of them. So we have two videos, running in 720p alongside each other. Okay, so both those videos are playing now, so what I'm going to do is attempt to zoom up to the CPU meter just so you can see it. See if we can focus on that. That's as good as you're going to get. Now then, guys, as you can see by the CPU meter there, that is pretty good considering we're playing two 720p YouTube videos using Flash. So that is really, really cool. I'm extremely impressed with this system. Extremely, extremely impressed. That is very, very good. Okay, let's close that and let's zoom out. So I'm very impressed with that. Now you might be thinking, well, Tom, you know, you're talking, you know, really enthusiastically and everything, and you've got an 8-core Mac Pro that'll run circles around this thing. Yes, I have got an 8-core Mac Pro, but what you've got to remember is, I had this computer for free. This computer was going to be chucked away. And for it to sit here and just do tasks like that is absolutely amazing. So here's the task manager. You can see it's quite good on RAM as well, considering it's only got a gig. And we've got all the interface effects going. And you can see that they're quite smooth. It's very good. Let me open up another window here. Another couple of windows. We've got Chrome and my computer. You can see that everything is very smooth considering this is only a 6600 Lite edition. Very nice. Now then, what I'm going to do, guys, is try and hook a set of speakers up. I'm going to see what I've got lying around, and then we're going to test out some games that I've installed on this system. Now then, I have a feeling that with a graphics card upgrade, not a very big upgrade, maybe if I just get like a, let's say a 9800 GT or something like that, if I stick that in here, and alongside this processor, and if I stick another gig of RAM in this, I think it'll be a very, very nice low-end gaming system. You know, nothing by today's standards, but definitely for back in 2007, 2008, a nice machine. I'm not going to use it as my primary machine. I'll probably end up selling it, you know, doing it up slightly and selling it to someone. I might recase it before I sell it. ATX cases are very cheap, you know, just a black ATX case. If I recase it and sell it, you know, 2 gigahertz dual core AMD Athlon with a couple of gig of RAM. It's got a nice 320 gig hard disk. I think it's a nice system for somebody. But yeah, I'm just having a little bit of fun with it right now, and I'm going to see if I can get some speakers hooked up, and let's get some games on the go just to have a little test. Okay everyone, so I am back and I've hooked up some speakers. I'm just using my little Sony rear channel speakers from my home cinema setup. They're my old speakers. I've had upgrades and they sound gorgeous. So I've got these ones lying around, so I'm just using these for now. Let's give them a quick test with some of the sample music that comes on here. Sounding good. Okay, I've loaded on Crazy Taxi 3. So this isn't a very demanding game at all, but definitely, you know, sort of next-gen graphics, I guess, for quite a few years ago. You'll see what I mean. I don't really know what I'm saying.
Crazy Taxi 3!
Wow. Okay, so let's go for the classic. I'm not very used to this on the PC, guys. I play it on the Dreamcast more. So yeah, let me just familiarise myself with the good old controls. Oops.
Okay,
Reverse drive.
Here we go.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. So as you can see, guys, surprisingly smooth gameplay. Whoa. And the game looks really nice. It's going really smooth. Very fun game. So you can definitely already consider this PC as a light gaming PC for some older games. Not too bad. I thought, oh, you're going to be fussy like that, are you? For God's sake. Woohoo! That's a bit annoying. So as you can see, the game's looking really nice. Let's try a different level where you go into the night time. Now you might be able to see a few marks over the screen. It is, I wouldn't call it artifacting, just a little bit of blurriness here and there. And the writing is quite blurry as well, but we are using VGA and this monitor isn't the greatest in the world. Keep doing that.
It's time to make some real dough. Here we go.
So guys, as you can see, it's looking really good. Great for a PC that I got for free. Now then, that was Crazy Taxi. I've also loaded on Grand Theft Auto 3. Now this is a 2002 game, so it's obviously going to run it very well, being as this computer's from 2005-ish. But it's still worth taking a look. Really sorry that I've had to move the camera slightly again, guys. Just needed to get the disc into the drive. So, let's give GTA 3 a bash. I think we'll try one more game after this. I'll go over to my PC games and have a see if I can find a new game. So a sort of newish game, but that hasn't got very high requirements. That's just the disc spinning up that you can hear. Okay, so start game, new game. You'll have to bear with me with this one, guys, just so I can get used to the controls again and whatnot.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
This is Henry.
Whoa! So there's my appalling gameplay, guys. But you can see that the game actually looks pretty good. I mean, I'd expect it to. This isn't any big shock. We've got a bit of sort of blurriness going on, like the colours are blending quite a lot. But I used to have this game on the PlayStation 2, and I remember that the colours weren't the best on that console. A little bit worse on here, but it's not, you know, it's fully playable. It's smooth as anything. I'm just trying to remember. This is very hard to... Oh, for God's sake. Anyway, that's GTA 3. Okay. I'm going to pause the camera, guys, and I'm going to look for a game that I can find that's sort of newish, but hasn't got very high requirements. Well, guys, I'm really sorry to be a disappointment, but I was going to install this, Tomb Raider Anniversary, because I looked at my system requirements and they pretty much match it. It requires AMD Athlon 64 3000 plus 1 gig of RAM, stuff like that. 1 gig of RAM recommended, you know, 512 minimum, 64 meg minimum, and it's quite good system requirements. But unfortunately, for some strange reason, I can't get it to install. And I remember this on my old PC with this particular game, so I think there's something gone dodgy with my disc. I looked on the rest of my pile, and I haven't really got anything. I've got the expansion pack to Oblivion, whatever it's called, but I haven't got Oblivion anymore, so that's not very good. That would have been ideal to show you. But anyway, guys, maybe something in the next video. I'll see what I can find when I'm randoming around. But anyway, as you can see, this computer performs absolutely amazingly. And as well, something that also surprised me is the way it copes with the Windows 7 interface. If you want to change the themes and whatnot, it's very quick at changing them. You know, it doesn't complain about anything that you throw at it so far, which is very, very cool. And I like it a lot. So, this has been a very long video, along with part 1, on a PC that I got for free. But as you can tell, it's an absolutely amazing deal. It's running superbly, and as I get a text message in the background, it's running superbly, and I'm very, very pleased with it. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.